And we got about, what, 11 people, I think? Yeah, we got 11 people today, so it's definitely going to be pretty interesting to see how this pans out for sure. Don't got, like, a lot of killers, but we definitely have a lot of solid players.
Wow, that's just rude.
Well, I'm just saying, it's not like we don't really have, like, someone who's just going to clearly win the whole thing, if that makes sense.
If you had a bunch of killers, then it wouldn't be clear who would win anyways.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe it is bad wording.
Dang.
But...
Already out here leaving people high and dry.
Nah.
But who we got up first?
We got Fusion versus Marks. Fusion versus Marks. I'm not quite sure what team Fusion plays in this game. I know he was learning it a while back. Marks seemed to be locking in the Hyde Seth, so that's a very good team for sure.
Can imagine. Team Under Night. Pretty strong dynamic duo. Fusion over there. Looks like you're thinking about Hilda Mitsuru? Question mark? I think that's where we're going.
Yeah, Hilda Mitsuru. Interesting. I've never seen this team before.
Well, today's a new day.
Well, I know what these characters can do individually. Bruh.
I can see it panning out. Hilda
This man said, "Wait, that's not my right team. I thought you set the team in game."
Oh no! Oh no!
You did. You can.
I certainly will try to. Now let's go.
So this is a wash.
I don't know. I guess he's gonna let it rock.
Nah, this is looking like a wash right here.
Okay.
Wait, what? Yo, get your people, man.
Yo, Mike, can you close the room? Or not close the room, but just hold start and go leave room and it'll reset it. Okay, there we go.
All right, so
all right, false start.
That was just a button check, quote unquote, more like an online lobby check, just to try to figure out how things work.
Is this a lag test?
No, not even that, because he didn't really move anywhere. It's like trying to figure out where to pick the characters. That's an interesting start to Zonebreakers 5.
Yeah, it's okay. He plays Smash primarily, so
wow,
he's not used to having to lock in characters before him.
You know how fraudulent you sound right there?
Don't worry about it. Just accept it.
Get ready.
So, Narukami Aegis.
Okay, I've seen this team before, but it was in 1.5. 1.5 or 1.3. So that was a minute ago.
Let's see how well your insulator cuts. Just watch.
So this is gonna be really interesting. This man, Pandida's a hater. Anyways, it's gonna be really interesting to see. Basically, two like really strong point characters with really good offense, and pretty decent damage. So, but it's really interesting to see the support value here.
Yeah, they both can't play point at the same time, so somebody's gonna have to take the back seat for a bit.
Yeah.
Look like an Aegis who's not really doing much for Narukami as Marks comes in with a pretty good start.
Yeah, I would have definitely liked to see. Yeah, I would have definitely liked to see an Aegis point instead, but. All right, we got the hit. Nah, there though.
Got a good punish. Ready and willing to stop the burst, not letting Aegis come in for free as Marks shoved in the corner, but doesn't really get the sandwich that he was looking for, but still gets a solid punish on the tech out, going coast to coast. He even gets the invalid combo. We take the, he's getting all the combos. Valid, invalid, resets, tech chasing.
I think this is going to close it out for Marks here.
It's going to take a CC because he doesn't have the meter. Not quite enough.
Wow.
All right, so Fusion has a chance. Let's not talk about how small of a chance it is. It's a chance nonetheless. And after holding down back for dear life, March decides to run in, chop off the scalp, and take the first game.
Yeah, Mark's doing a really good job of this, cleaning that up. Fusion definitely needs to try and formulate some form of a game plan to try and figure out, how he's going to approach this.
I mean, since you're throwing your squad into the bus, Fusion needs to formulate a combo or something.
Yeah.
Some kind of like offensive structure.
Yeah, that would help.
Need to get your people, man. You need to get your people, man. Don't act like you didn't hear me.
I didn't hear you, bro. This man said so. That's what this game looks like. Bruh. Bruh. Don't do this.
Let's see how well our opponents.
And I imagine Fusion's been sitting in there in the Zonebreaker Discord asking for games, and people like you left him hanging.
No, this man's never asked for games.
Uh-huh.
Never. He's never asked.
All right, well, this is the end result right here. I'm going to blame this on you.
How is this blaming it on me?
Aren't you in Zonebreakers?
No, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of it in my life.
That's the same. You should get up with them, man. They be throwing some pretty cool tournaments every now and then.
Yeah, man. They got some pretty strong players, too.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a very unfortunate happy. Oh, drops the combo, though.
Try to dive into his hands, but gets Igus out, so a little bit of a chance to 5B. Sadly, gonna be cleaned up by a Shadow Orb, but hey, Narcome's in. Trying to see if he can make some magic happen over in the corner, and he just gets blown up by a R.O.B 5B. So that's the second game going to March, trying to see if he can start things off with a swift sweep.
Yeah, that'd be very good and some good momentum starting out. Just getting a good warm-up, getting a feel for the online, becoming one with the delay, just getting stuff started.
Bro, how you gonna do this to your boy Fusion?
Hey, man, it's not my fault he ain't been practicing. Bro, it's 3 out of 5! Oh, my God! Bruh! It's a smash, bro!
You need to get your people, man.
Bruh! Oh, my God, dude.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the TO here, right? Yes.
Yeah, so that would be correct, yes.
Your entrants are not informed of the rules?
I let him know before those games that it was 3 out of 5.
That's not what this looks like. You need to get your people, man.
This man said his internet killed itself. He's coming back. Oh, my Lord.
See, if this is PC, I'd be kind of scared. Because this is the part where, he literally installed the hacks before he got in here. We see the most pristine Narukami Igus we've ever seen. But it's a little bit harder to accomplish that on PS4, so. Might not have too much to worry about. But
like he loads up the custom colors and comes back?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, if he comes back and he hits a combo, I'm going to question everything. Throwing a red flag on it immediately.
Bruh. We don't got all day, though.
Well, maybe you need to get your ducks in a row. You ever think of that?
I'm trying to.
You ain't trying hard enough. Got Marks over here, patiently waiting to finish off his first victim. I feel like this is the first time I've seen this. In all the online tournaments I've been commentating since Corona came and reared her ugly head, this is the first time somebody flew the scene before the deed was done.
This man's he said his internet died.
The hell's he talking to you?
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, that sounds
I got, bruh.
You don't even know.
Okay, there he is.
With? Put him back on the chopping block. Let's go. Got no more excuses. Got his characters. The net's working good enough.
This man Panditas said, I predict a comeback for Fusion. He's just got to ban the correct stages.
Boo.
Boo.
Let's see.
All right, going into game number 3. Going, I guess, point this time. Bruh. That's not a Gatling.
Jumped in, got cleaned up by a 5B. And that was the 5B string because he hit the persona first. So Mark's well aware of everything that's happening in front of him. Just literally going forward and hitting 5B.
Oh my god, the chip is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hey, we got a combo. Does he win a game? Oh shit!
2020, I'd like to give a big thank you to all the developers who decided that auto combos need to be a thing, giving everybody an equal opportunity to dish out an ass whoop.
Appreciate the subscription, Sonny. But this Narukami needs to make up a lot of ground right now.
There's a bit of a problem. Since he lost Igus, he didn't have the ender to his combo either, so it's going to be really hard to get any stability if he gets back to his feet, which I don't think Marks is going to let that happen after a little bit of a display that Fusion has had. Step back, 5P, Pale Bringer. Seth's coming in to try to finish the job. He's going to need a little bit more, so Fusion's going to get one more chance to play.
Activate Resonance, please!
There it is!
Oh.
So,
Yeah, this man, Gerard trying to call you out, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
This man Pandita said, Dogi, I thought you'd appreciate my bad joke the most considering your background.
No. No, actually.
All right. So, Rogue, if you can exit the room, please. Rogue and Marks, thank you for coming. Thank you for playing. We are going to see Marks progress in the winner's bracket. We're going to see him later fighting Tectal. We're going to see Fusion drop down to the lower side of the loser side of the bracket. So we are going to have Blue versus Yui.
And the immediate question I have on my mind is, where is Blue's head at after the way Grand Blue ended earlier?
Well, he told me he took a nap, so hopefully he, refreshed, just well slept, just fresh mind. Keep it going.
One can only hope. Gonna see how strong or fragile that mind is when pitted against the likes of Jubei and Batista. Well, here we go. Ooh. I mean, that's a pretty commanding start. 5A plus Palebringer.
For sure.
Pretty good look. Immediately into the cross combo. Gets the bait on the DP. Could have been so much huger if there was a solid confirm from that, but still a pretty solid lead for Blue nonetheless. DP to make sure Yui doesn't get to start anything too soon. Back all the way up by Izanami.
Yo, those Jubei runes are something else.
Oh, yeah.
Almost got the conversion off of the DP. Gets the grab.
And a back throw. That's good decision right there. Jumps around the burst, that's huge, but doesn't get it confirmed.
I'm a little upset he dropped those Black Panther loops. Would have been sick.
Be like that sometimes.
Oh, good anti-air.
I just ripped out of the sky with the 2D.
Gonna see the setup. Oh, good DP from Batista. Oh, gonna get Jubei in for free. Mix up. 50-50. Good blocks, good blocks.
Trying to skirt around the backside. Finds the hit with a dash in 5A, so this is going to be pretty good. Carted over to the corner.
Black Panther. Oh, he didn't go for the loops.
Nice work.
And I get the impression both of them have kind of really missed jump-ins, like trying to get the most plus frames possible and just cut it a little too short. Blue is high. Trying to see if he can avoid all the angles of Yui. Found the way.
That was a
in.
very unfortunate DP there.
Be like that. Front side. And the top picking up the spare. I'm imagining. Oh, I thought it was going to be it, but that's a pretty big drop.
He missed the conversion.
Can't step in to get the punish, and that's going to be the end of Jubei with Batista looking like on her way in. Both of them still holding on to res, level 4 res. Popped at the same time. Blue with a little bit of time to get in. Gets the throw hit, but doesn't get the punish. Double hits.
Oh no! Oh no! That's unfortunate. He's not dead though.
Right. You're still gonna need a little bit more. They got a lot of meter work. Both of them are gonna wind up coming out of this with 5. Lucky that Narukami couldn't slide under that laser because that would have been the end.
Just be very careful. Just watch out for the JC as well when he's in that close. Be careful not to flinch because Batista can shoot him with a laser.
Good block. Just waiting, trying to see.
Good. He needs to be careful about these dashes though.
Yeah.
After the EX laser.
Push to get some space. Just can't really get out of the corner. Can't really get anything but gunning down with the laser again. One more will do it. That's not a
good punish. Good punish there from Blue.
Looks like we won.
Holding on. Was getting chipped, but found the time to step up, fire off a long-range 5A, and close the game out. Up on the board first, 1-all.
Yeah, that was a very long game one. You usually don't see games of BB Tag go that long.
Yeah. That happens when people block.
That's what happens when people don't blow up.
And you know one way you can not blow up?
I would not be surprised if we did see a switch from Yui here. I could see them go Chie Adachi. Yep, there we go. Now the games are going to go fast.
Assuming people don't block.
Either Chie blows them up or Chie doesn't get to play. One of the two. We'll find out.
Let me show you what I've got.
I don't pull my punches. No promises you won't get caught up in the crossfire.
Not a problem. Don't hold back on my account. Persona!
All right, getting things started.
No, one of these things is not like the others.
One Hyde is not a Persona character, confirmed. Even though he kind of looks like one.
He doesn't have a Persona. That's what I was going for.
That's fair.
So things are starting to look a little better for Blue. Is he still has a Narukami to play with. I was kind of fearing for his life for the fact that there was 2 meters in a Chie, but Yui getting another confirm on Blue. Already got Narukami.
Oh wait, is he gonna get it?
Ooh, yo! Get the storage out, cover all the options.
Oh,
gotta get
he
Narukami
needs to
out.
really get Narukami out of here. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Good lockdown from those meteors. Gets the conversion from the JC. Tries to beat the burst. Oh, good 5B out of the corner.
You see that?
That's not the place you want to land. Blue knows it, desperately trying to get out of the sandwich, but can't find either side of the bread. Yo, good blocks, though.
Very good blocks. It would have been really unfortunate. He got hit there. Good 2B. Good challenge.
Let it rip. Does he have enough for this? No.
Oh, he went for the burst bait when he didn't have full meter. Good blocks.
Still looking okay for now. Yui with a fadeaway. First on in comes to the backside. That's going to be Narukami out of the picture. What's Hyde looking like? Getting cleaned up, trying to get over the high bar. Gun down with a 5A, pun intended. Badooch.
That's the end of that. You lose.
Yeah, very unfortunate mistake there. Trying to jump out of that pressure, but getting clipped by the Persona.
Persona, that was a gun.
Oh, my bad. He did hit him with 5A.
Yeah. Hitting 5A and getting on the board 1-1. We going to game 3. Yo, is Blue switching? Yo, okay.
Get ready.
Yo, Blue has a... Oh, of course Blue has a Rognan. That's pro tag.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. The one pro tag I've never seen Blue play. I've not seen that man play Ruby yet.
Well, you know,
It'd be like that.
there's something about Ruby that just doesn't fit the mold of Narukami, Hyde, nor Ragnar.
They're not chewy enough.
Let me work with you. I won't be able to do this otherwise.
I mean, I was gonna go with she doesn't have a sword, but
Whatever you want. Just don't. Let's go.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Could also say she doesn't meet the height requirement.
That's fair.
See, you thought I was gonna take the low-hanging fruit. You thought wrong.
I did. Not gonna lie. Oh, almost got that conversion with the Dachi. That would have been nice.
This'll leave a mark.
You know, the floor is lava. Not trying to have anything to do with it. You don't blame anybody who's playing a Dachi.
Oh, he had the happy birthday, but he didn't really do anything off of it. Barely avoiding Astra there, but still gets hit by Chie.
Holding on and getting some space as well. Not an. Oh, okay. Stuff is happening and Chie is just getting bounced. Like a pinball out there. And here is the story of the game. The Ragnar, who doesn't really get to do much. Narukami goes down on the backside. So a heavy burden placed on Ragnar's shoulders. Only has a level 3 res as well. Not even going to get a chance to use it. Oh, wait a second. There's a pixel. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Finish.
Yeah, what'd that Ragnar do?
What do you mean?
Exactly.
He got hit by 5C. Unfortunate.
I think Hyde needs to come back.
Potentially. We could see the Naoto.
The who?
The Naoto.
That's not a character on a box.
Technically.
No.
Yep. There's the Hyde.
You know, Pale Bringer, Orbiter. Some assists to actually take a little bit of screen control. I say all this, but it's all going to get cleaned up by Zio. But, you know, when Adachi's taking a break, a little room for Hyde to work.
Now let's do this.
I don't pull my punches. No promises you won't get caught up
Yeah,
in the
Yui's
crossfire.
in a pretty good position right here. Up 2 games to 1. Trying to move on to the next round. This bracket of 11.
Definitely bring it back. He just has to, you know, get these confirms and not, you know, explode from Chie. And be really careful.
I mean, you say that, but Adachi's doing all the heavy lifting out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Ran into the counter. Step in 5B. I had to think about that real hard because I've been talking about Persona lately. I almost called that a 5C.
Oh, get him out of there. Oh. This man Narukami living on a sliver of health right now. Good EX neutral skip.
Locking, but only for so long as another side swap comes and finds the backside of Blue up backing for dear life as Yui charges in. BZO. And they were looking for the burst, but didn't wait long enough. Eventually get to DP, and yeah, that's going to be Narukami down. All of the chances to stay afloat in the top side hangs on Hyde and diving into a sandwich. I don't know if that's the way he wants to do.
Oh, good. Oh, the Persona got the first hit, so that ended up being a knockdown. He did get the bounce up. That's unfortunate.
Is he going to res? It's only level 3, but
please res. Please res.
How did you think
It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate for Blue, but great for Yui. A solid 3-1 win. Gonna move on to the second round.
Your little drawing board.
All right. All right.
Oh, you're playing?
Yeah, I'm playing next.
Cool. You should might get out of here.
I want going to mute and deafen myself.
Oh yeah, that's the smart thing to do. Ain't trying to listen to me in your ear. You know I'm about to be talking that trash. As you get the third match in the first round of winners, Zonebreakers. Oh, I guess I can't say Zonebreakers because he said he ain't never heard of Zonebreakers. Sonaido over there with a newly acquired Chie and Yumi team going to be going against Willpower with punchy people, Yang and Heart. Pretty interesting team. I'm kind of invested in the Heart, but it's not about me. It's about the 5C to the front side. Good looks from Sonaido to get a little bit of damage. Meteors. Using it as a little bit of a platform to move around Yang, but can't get around her beefy arms as she's still able to find the mark on Chie time and time again. And yeah, that burst needed to come better late than never to save the day and to give Chie a little bit of chance to play, but immediately getting sniped out of a 4P. That's going to be Chie on the deck. Sonaido having a lot of ground to cover. Level 4 res not really being used. Time is whittling away in the combo, but he gets a decent amount of life back. Some meter as well, but can't really put any damage on the table. So it's a situation that's going to be looking very rough for Yumi. Gets a burst and gets a DP to get some space, so that's a bit of a start. A lot of time to work with, but that's a lot of time to get sniped by some lasers. Heart charging in, full charge 5B, and that's going to be the end of Yumi in game 1. Because every time I looked up, just so much chaos going on. And it wasn't chaos that was really in the realm of Chie working to the other side or like Yumi finding ice shards. It was just Yang over the top. Heart throwing love balls out there. Just pretty much a game that went in the way of the will. Heart 5B and Arcana Heart. Oh, it's a punch. It's literally it's her 5A in this game. Her 5B and BB tag is her 5E in Arcana Heart. All right, making me think really hard, but that's distracting me from the fact that we switched characters and not a surprise out of Sonaido, but Orie. I didn't think he wanted anything to do with her, but see how that pans out. We're going to have some mid-range buttons to work with, but that doesn't matter when your DP gets devoured by some armor. Jeez, 5B already clocking in overtime in game 2. And as Twop was looking okay, but really couldn't get anything going, so Sonaido gets a chance to play. Gets a fresh Mai in there, stepping back, and pulled the Heart out of a 7C. See, now you said Arcana, I have to make sure not to mix the buttons up or anything, but and not worried about me. Worried about Will, trying to see if he can find. He's finding everybody. So much armor. Just taking pictures over there. Looking like the Lightning Arcana. That's the one that has classes. Badoosh. Couple of firecrackers trying to see if they can light the party. And there it is. Res coming out. It's only a level 3 res, but it's one that's doing a lot more than the res in the last game. Mai on the front line. Trying to see if she can snuff out the semblance, but there is Yang meeting her in the air. Doesn't have a full finish to it, but just a hard knockdown. It's a good look. Hard as you get in BB tag. Woo! But that's the second super that Sonaido's been able to throw, and the second one that's been on the mark, trying to see if he can get around the incoming, and he does. Gets the throw, gets game 2. Orie didn't really get to do a whole lot, but my. Able to keep Sonaido alive. Of all the characters, or all the teams, I guess, that I can think that Sonaido would pull, didn't think this would be the one that would dig him out of anything, really. And I guess it's just because of the Orie, but she makes a good damage sponge.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Looking like she's going to be an assist bot for Mai as we go into game 3. Mai's going to be taking the front lines against Yang. And you see Will constantly looking for anti-airs with the 5As. Nothing doing just yet. Caught in the backside by Orie 5P. Getting ducked down the corner. Yo, we almost got semblance already. There it is. Aber. And status quo. This is asked time and time again. I've seen the Yang player hit semblance. What is the probability of them pressing a button? And it's looking like 99%, which is why Yang had to get tucked in the back. Trying to see if she can buy a little bit of time. She's doing okay. Steps up and takes a 5A. Good look. Looking for a homie cancel confirmed. Didn't really get the pickup afterwards, so that's a little bit of meter, a lot of damage left on the table. And the buy one, get one free deal. Sato doesn't really want it. Drop to confirm, but still in control. On the backside, didn't know that there was a Lance in the back, getting to force her out again. Yang over the top. Good look. Just in time, he wants to go on the heart. Trying to use it for the Oki, and both of them got cleaned up. Jeez. Yang pieced out, but she's going to have to come back in. It's going to be kind of hard for it. Only a level 3 res this time. But still in the realm of possibility. Because I can totally see her in game 4. Before I can really get anything started, Mai comes in, grabs the shoelaces, trips her up, and gets the second game for Zonaido, leaving them up 2-1 as we race to 3. I feel like this is just a game of scrambles. I'm partially saying that so I don't have to think too hard about what's going right and what's going wrong, but it's just like a lot of scrambles. And the mobility of Mai and the fact that she can wind up in a lot of places, that's troublesome for Yang and Hart. I won't say impossible for them to reach, but like very troublesome, very aggravating. Seems like it's been doing pretty well for Zonaido. No, oh, okay. I thought there was going to be no punish on the burst, but there it is. Not the best punish, especially since it's one that's taken out of the corner, but one nonetheless. And Will still charging in with the will to throw the 5B. Has to look for the burst. There it is. Wasn't ready for it. Here's the mock. Who caught a button? No telling what that was at that point, but that's going to be Yang taking a break. She didn't have semblance yet. A little bit unfortunate for Will, but something he can work into a little bit later. Hart in front, punch, heartful punch. On the front side with the 5B. Didn't hold it long enough to wait for the DP, so didn't get to eat it up with the armor. It's still okay. Taking the slow 5C or 7C. It wasn't forward, I'll tell you that much. That one came in the front door, homing in. Ooh, try to delay a little bit and get a slow JA. Not biting just yet, but Aurier taking a lot of damage. Mai taking a little more until Aurier to come in and take some of this heat. Backside, 5A, but didn't get the full confirm. It was a 4A, excuse me. Held down by the lasers. Can't up back in time, but DP saw the command throw come and didn't want anything to do with it. And there's the symbol. Symbol's in the tag. I like the idea. And really what would be kind of cool of Will, if he can just burn some time, get some Aurier as well. So this is going to be hard for Zonaido to come back from. Because even if he takes Yang out, he has to deal with takes Hart out. He has to deal with Semblance Yang, who's just investing in health on the backside. And that might not even come to fruition. He might just be done right here. Looks like the case. Full charge 5B. Gonna drop. Picked up the spare. Good looks from Will. He tried to keep his eyes on the prize. And Zonaido fell into his lap, and that's going to be everybody tied up 2 apiece as we go into game 5. I got to take a water break. Getting kind of good out here. Timeout. Don't you switch characters. Don't you switch. Oh, really? So he's been working the board. Came out with a kind of a weak start. Went with a pretty strong hand in the middle and is trying to close this out with my Yumi. One final gambit from Zonaido as we go into game 5. Here we go. Eating a couple of firecrackers in the start. But gets a nice deal. Doesn't get the biggest confirm from, but gets the momentum. Already has Yang in semblance. And just like I said earlier, if Yang is in semblance, he's coming out firing on all cylinders. 2A to get some space. Ooh, the timing on that. Because if Will was a little bit later with the 5B, he would have been able to eat up the low, and he would have Heart Alive. Now he finds himself only with a Yang, with a level 1 resonance, semblance, and a prayer, and is not looking good. Naito diving down with the Mind again, trying to get to the backside. He's going to find it, sandwich, but Will skirts away, not for long. Gets DP, a little bit of a chance, and that's going to get swept up by the Stupor. End of the game. So Naito taking it, digging back to find a 3-2 win, and somehow stay alive.
Staying true to one's motives is like treading a snowy path.
Yeah.
Easier when done
Yeah.
hand in hand.
Yeah, as long as I have my friends, I can follow.
But they just
any
went
path.
there. They did the thing. Stuff was flying everywhere. Yo, where is he at? This is gonna be like the first time he comes back in here and isn't here moping, groaning, and crying about something. Probably can't even find his unmute button. Taking a lap around the house, happy that he got a win on stream in his own tournament. Congrats, Naito, you did it. You done good. You made it to round 2 of winners.
Ugh. My head hurts. All right, so what do we got next? We got Reich and Alt Ninja. Oh, my bad. All right, so we're just waiting for Alt Ninja to join.
So how did it feel knowing that at the end of the day, you were still playing Yumi?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, you got to talk about it. Ain't nothing else to talk about right now. Unless you want to plug Macherino, your choice. You talking about something.
Oh, I can plug the Macherino. I can do that.
Go.
All right, so for those of you guys watching, if you guys know, this is a free tournament, but there is still a cash prize because of Macherino right here. If you guys want to, you guys can go onto these, click on these links, log in with your favorite social media, enter the code that you guys see on screen now, and you can add 50 cents to the prize pool for free. Nothing out of your own pocket. If you also want to, you can also go there, do the sponsor quest on there. Just, like retweet this, and maybe follow this, follow that. If you don't like it, you can always unfollow it later. But that adds another 10 cents, maybe a 20 cents to the pot as well. And then if you want to, you can even donate it out of your own pocket if you want. But regardless, we appreciate everybody watching in whichever way you can support, whether it's just watching the stream, donating the 50 cents, just sharing it, whatever. We appreciate everyone. So we're going to get right back into this. We got Alt 4 Ninja and Reich. Now, Reich was putting in a lot of work in Grand Blue. Got second.
Yeah.
Pretty
Hard
good.
fought second.
Hard fought second for sure.
Yeah.
Opponents look tough.
So
That was in a completely different game. Yeah, gonna have
For
to
sure.
see how well he's gonna square off against the Alt F4 Ninja.
it's going to be interesting. Hopefully he doesn't Alt F4 out of this game.
Wow. Might want to quit on the jump-ins. Even though it's a new game, even though it's a more chaotic game and BB Tag, Wright still has the anti-airs on deck, starting us off with a 2B and getting another pickup after the fact. Nearly has taken Labyrinth out of the equation already, ready for the burst, always looking in the sky and making sure nothing comes in for free for any reason.
He missed the EX236C there, unfortunately, in that combo earlier, but he's not really need to make up for it too much.
Yeah, he can skip a couple of steps with the way things are going right now, because Alt hasn't been able to do anything. It's just been a jump into nothing, a burst that got denied, couple more hits, and now Labyrinth's by herself. We don't even need to talk about Orez, dude.
Ooh.
She didn't even get yellow. I don't even think she swung her axe. It was like once.
I think it was a round start.
No, it wasn't a round start because he jumped into 2B. Yeah. Like, even though we're on a different channel, this is still the right show.
For sure. It's going to be really interesting to see how All For Ninja can come back from that.
He's going to come back on the ground, I'll tell you that. You ain't jumping. Don't jump at that man. You better make sure that somebody has his eyes glued to the ground if you want to leave, because he's ready.
For sure.
And I feel like that was really the only highlight of the first game, because that just set the tone for everything that unfolded afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So, gonna have to see.
He needs to get control of this game for sure pretty early on if he's going to try and do anything.
No problem. I will use my full power from the start of the match. Can't escape from crossing fate.
All right, here we go.
It's game 2 looking like. Stayed on the ground. Got a little bit more time to play, but this time, right, just skirts around the 5B before he works his way in.
Good for sandwich with the double cross.
And I don't think Labrys has been able to keep a green bar for more than 10 seconds between both games.
And now she got red axe.
Okay, that's a start. Charging in, but immediately getting shoved right back out.
Oh, unfortunate burst timing there.
More fortunate for Rights, though, is, again, he's ready for it. Push block. That's a solid push block to get a little bit of space. But what do we do with Step in 5A? Attacking the ankles. Able to tuck just in time before Labrys comes in. Yo, the 2B! Hit so far back.
Try to hit him with the JB bait on the throw, but not. Oh, uses the
Chain
EX.
knuckle?
Chain knuckle. Projectile invul.
Bruh. Witty. It'll take a couple more chicks to get out of this game. But that's a good look. Takes Narukami out, but that Igus has so much, and she's losing a good bout of it.
Oh, good conversion. No.
Red Axe again. Just has to lock down the res, and he's going to try it. Overhead dogged.
Yo, Salt F4 Ninja turned this set around.
I feel like a new lady thanks to that mate.
Absolutely no respect to what could come after the res. Just stepped up, caught the high ball, and jammed it in. Jeez.
For sure. Yeah, no, for sure. Ninja right there putting in the work that he needed to. Labrys finally getting a chance to attack, and she did the damage, and Hyde picked up from it, man.
So that being said, that leaves us one apiece. Still got some more games to play. Let's see what unfolds in game 3. Let's see if Alt can get a clean round start, or at least come out like neutral in round start, because he's lost both of them. First one, on his own accord, he jumped in, got 2 beats. Second one, a little more indirect, as Rights was able to work around a Labrys 5B. This one's still going the way of Rights, but nowhere near as monstrous as the first one.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, good pick up with the assist there. Here we're gonna switches immediately to Hyde. Just get me out of there. I don't want to deal with that.
It's good to buy some time. Chain knuckle again. Sad that there was no confirm from it, but that's something that Rights will gladly cash in on if he gets the punish. Yeah.
Good bait on that DP there.
And so while Labrys was able to hold on to her green lash a little bit longer, she's already off the table. So this one is looking like another rough one for the Ninja. But holding on, not for long, as the Orgia A comes to the top side. Right's going to be able to shave off a nice chunk of health before going in for the kill. Forcing the sandwich side swap. And I believe that should be it.
Cross slash. Reich takes game number 3. 2-1.
Looks like we won. We've been through a lot.
The pendulum swings back and forth, going blow for blow. And that's really all it is like, is two wrecking balls just colliding with each other. It's chaos.
Yeah. This matchup looks really weird.
No, it doesn't. It looks like BB Tag. It looks like BB Tag when two people want to get in there and hurt each other.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's chaos incarnate. This looks very familiar. It's like, what do you say about it? They got in there and they hit him. And with that, that leaves us with the question of who's hitting who in game 4. Now, the thing that's been really helpful to Reich is the tendency to come out on top of the round starts. See if he continues status quo. I'll give him 2 out of 3. The last one, and he didn't lose, but he didn't win it directly. Let's see where we go in game 4. Ooh, okay. Ninja ready. Oh, that confirm would have been disgusting, but still gets another one, picks up the spare, and there's going to be no burst to save Narukami, so he's going to be hurting after this. Into Red Axe. Bit of a drop, but still a lot of control for the Ninja.
Good DT, though.
Oh, yo! Shut him down.
Yo, Ninja putting in a lot of work right now.
That was so huge. Because this is another sequence where he gets to take a big chunk out of ice. And even though she slipped out of the sandwich, like, look at the health difference at this point. This is the first time we've seen Ninja with a commanding lead at this point.
For sure.
I'm liking to get Labbers out of there because she has a lot of life she can get back. And she might not get that life anymore. She's not going to get that. She's done. All right, well. It was nice while it lasted. Hyde coming in, technically winning with a full bar, but doesn't have an assist to work with.
Yeah, Hyde still has a lot of life, though. He had all of his life, and I guess didn't have the meter convert from that.
I'm still thinking about what was that res about. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite Ninja, but staying alive so far.
Maybe he did it to gain meter.
He had like 4 or 5.
Oh, he did?
He didn't need any more at that point. So now he's not going to be able to get any life back. Doesn't get to stop one mix and just gets smothered to death in the corner. Nah, he ain't going.
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, that resonance was definitely probably a little questionable.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not able to close it out, and Reich will take that 3-1.
You don't seem amused.
What's up?
You don't seem amused. I'm making a joke at you yawning.
Oh. I'm sorry.
With that being said, who we got up next?
Marks and Tectal East Side.
East Side! So this is going to be winners round 2, right?
Yes, this is winners round 2. All right, just waiting on Marks.
Marks is in there. You're waiting on.
Oh, we're waiting. Of course, we're waiting on Tectal. What else
why.
would we be waiting on?
Yeah, I don't know why you thought the sky was green all of a sudden.
Yeah, you're right. We always waiting on Tectal.
While we wait on Tectal, that's a good chance to say once again that, hey, this is a Matcherino event. So if you're sitting in the chat with nothing better to do and you haven't heard this yet, because I know you haven't heard this yet, hit !Matcherino in the chat. It'll bring up some links for BB Tag and Grand Blue that hasn't been paid out yet. Click both of the links. I'm telling you to click both of the links. Log in with your favorite social media. And for BB Tag, you're using the code ZBTAG05 to crowdfund 50 cents to add to the pot. You got a little more time, what you do, because we're still waiting on Tectal. You can do some of the sponsor quests that'll generate some more money to add to the pot. And if you're feeling so generous, which we would appreciate you so much if you wanted to do this, not saying you have to, but thank you so much if you would, you could add your own money to the pot. You too could be a baller like Umbi.
That's one way to put it.
With that being said, that was enough time for Tectal to remember how the internet works and find himself into the lobby and get ready for winners round 2 of Zonebreakers Online number 5.
For sure. Definitely looking forward to seeing this. Tectal has won the last 3 ZB Onlines in a row?
Something like that.
Yeah. Remember, he lost to Fame 1 week. The following week, he won. Then he beat Fame. Then he won last week. So yeah, I think he's won the last 3. So yeah, someone needs to stop this man. Stop this man from collecting again.
That's the new tax collector, the online tax collector.
The online tax collector, Tectal East Side.
Oh man, you know, you could do it. You could be the one. Wow, wow.
Nah.
No confidence. That's why
Have you not seen that bracket? You see how I got to go through first?
Yeah, that's exactly why you're sitting over here with me right now.
Exactly.
Commentating on Mark's. Go.
No, you go. You got it. You
So
got
I'm
it,
gonna
man.
be sitting over here commentating on Mark's, trying to see if Mark's is gonna be the one to get the bounty on Tectal's head. Mark's with Seth and Hyde. Tectal staying tried and true with Ruby and Yumi. But I get the impression that if this somehow doesn't work, there's an entire squad of goons waiting to do the work on the backside.
That's one way to put it.
Uh,
This man Tectal is just like, hey, I'm gonna play Ruby, and then whoever I need to do is to support her.
I'm surprised that Marks was able to get the block in time and get the punish on that too.
Yeah, Seth is really weird. Seth still has fastball in this game. That's something that he got in the 2.0 patch. So he can definitely use it to, make it harder to, get out of his pressure strings. Especially even with burst. Oh, nice. Good counter hit.
Right on cue, 2V punishing the perk. Getting to the front side with the JC.
I think this might be a kill.
Possible as 4 meters. 2 of them going in. Gonna go ahead and take Hyde out there, yeah. And waiting to make sure he's over in the corner as well. Although he's gonna pull him out a little bit just to make sure he doesn't land clean in the corner, gets the backside if he wants it. But a little sloppy on the incoming, so Mark gets to come in for free. Cross combo. Solid defense though. Got tagged in the ankles, but Tectal wasn't ready for it. Oh no!
Oh, that's gonna be some big damage.
Oh, that's gonna be the end of the game.
Yeah, that's a dead Seth. Didn't even need the bar. This man Tectal spinning on him.
Spin the win. And it was so sad. It was so sad because like Marks was looking so good. And it's not like he made some terrible, oh, why would you make a mistake? It was just
right.
It was either a push block or a DP, and
yeah,
it came out as a DP, and Tectal was ready. Go figure, Tectal's ready for a DP and BB tag. Now, I asked him to do that in Grand Blue earlier. But got all the jokes today. This is the comedy hour cast.
I think he's just put more hours into this game so he can recognize them easier.
No, it was just a situation thing.
Get ready.
Because the ones that he had, I need this. All right. The ones that he was seeing earlier were the really, really awkward times where you just need like a cold reaction to it happening. That one was more of a can situation because somebody might DP there. Somebody might push block and be late. So you're more primed to look for it in that scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
All right, going into game 2. Had to look at the score for a second because I wasn't sure. First game took a minute.
Oh, it'd be like that sometimes. I can tell you that from experience. Sometimes you just get lost out there.
Oh! That was almost really hype. I'm not gonna lie.
For a second.
Yo,
I thought he
DP into R.O.B? Is that the new meta?
It might be. Kind of what it's out there for. A 4P looking like a DP, cleaning Marks up over there. Tectal again. Complete control. Wasn't ready for the burst, so Hyde's going to come in, get a little bit of reprieve for Seth. Yo, big 5B from downtown. Go coast to coast. Now it's Marks' turn. Oh.
Fortunate.
I had the right idea because you saw him wait for the counter too. Just didn't wait long enough. That thing lasted an entire year.
Yeah, that thing's active for like 30 plus frames. Active for a very long time. Oh, gets the corner on accident. Oh, he tried to hit it with a back hit of B gun blast. That would have been so dirty.
Okay. Snagged out of the sky, nothing really doing though. Dash in 5A is crashing through the front doors. Tectal is going to try to make short work of Seth before the burst comes out, and easily done.
Yeah, that was a really good run of 5A. He caught the start of a B Vengeance, so Seth wasn't really able to defend against it because he'd already committed to such a big button. But now, that snipe on Ruby 6B. Almost.
That's
Okay.
a little sloppy over there, but Tecto's still in
Yeah,
control.
he didn't get the assist gauge in time for what he wanted. I don't think.
Believe I actually got
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, for sure.
That being said, even the
Tactile
best
up
of it,
2-0.
yeah, man, it's looking pretty good out there. Looking like he might live to see another day. Not going to get his head lopped off by March just yet, but I might be speaking too soon because there's still at least one more game to play. We find ourselves trickling into game 3. Nobody switching characters. Switching stages though.
Let's see how well you
Probably has to set to random.
cuts.
It's the nature of the game.
Time
Yeah.
to go to work.
This game hasn't been cited for having any stage that's too terrible. So
It's mostly preference. There's one stage that's hard to see stuff on, but especially like versus like Naruto, but that's like one stage.
they're not killing PS4s. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yumi 4P reaching to the top of the station. Instead of trying to find his way in with a 5P vengeance, got put on ice.
Oh, wow, he's still able to block it at that JC.
Got caught in the walk of shame. Wasn't ready for Ruby to be in the backside. Found himself in the corner, but a drop. Protected. And he was ready for that one. Had a decent amount of time to look at it too, because he was really late to punish the DP, but it's a situation where late is better than never.
And he is going to get the kill here. Didn't even need all of that, but he definitely needed that 2 bars. It'll be really interesting to see this. Tactile has not taken any damage at all this game.
Yo, the
He looks to confuse that. He looks to continue that here. Don't. Oh, this man's trying for it now. Oh, that man jump over the. Oh, he's gonna switch out Ruby. Is he gonna be that guy?
I would hope not. It's looking like it's not really his MO at this point. I say that, but he does have Yumi on point, so
He
he's trying
does have
to really
Yumi.
want.
Yo, he's waiting. Yo, we got the ghetto perfect. It's all good.
That's not a perfect. I'm not down with that ghetto perfect, hood perfect stuff. If the game say perfect, nah, it ain't happening. But what the game did say was Tecto took that.
That is
pretty
true. Tactile did in
strong.
fact take that game.
Yeah,
I'm honored by
Still,
your enthusiasm.
having
But
a
I am
pristine
unused to
and clean streak here in the Zonebreaker Online series. He's gonna skirt himself over to winners semis.
Yes. So Tactile is on his way to winner semis to fight Yui. Up next, we're going to have Mobius, Raven, and Reich. This is going to be a good set for sure.
What makes you say that?
Because we get to see Igus versus Waldstein.
Wald.
Yeah, we get to see Wald.
They still make that character?
Yeah.
I think there was a Wald in the last Zonebreakers, if I remember correctly.
What's up?
I think there was a Wald in the last Zonebreakers, if I remember correctly. Like
I don't
literally
remember.
one.
I don't remember if there was a Wald last Zonebreakers.
I feel like somebody tried. Oh, what? Oh, is this me? Okay. I feel like somebody tried to pull one out like as a last ditch effort, and it didn't really pan out.
No. I don't remember.
It might have been 3. But the thing that I'm getting at is there's not a lot of Wald in Zonebreakers.
Well, not anymore.
There's not a lot of Wald in Zonebreakers online.
That man don't. Oh, that's what you meant. My bad. I was trying to throw shade elsewhere, but you got it.
Wow.
Anyways, we're just waiting on. Yeah, he knows. All right. So we're just gonna be waiting on Who are we waiting on? We're waiting on Mobius Raven. All right, Mobius Raven's on his way over here.
See, this would be the part to plug the Matcherino again. That's
It would.
happened, but that's happened enough. So I'm gonna give everybody a break and just say, yo, thanks for chilling with us today.
Yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate everyone watching the stream. Just chilling, watching some good ass BB tag, man. This game's great.
Also, thanks for anybody that pulls up in the VOD later. Those are the people that really don't get thanked that often.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Everyone who's watching this, like hours, days, weeks, months, even maybe a year from now, we appreciate you too, because you help keep interest in this game and for content for this channel. So we appreciate you as well. Anyways,
if somebody's watching this a year from now, they're just looking for a receipt on you.
either that or they're looking at footage for some of these good matches.
True, true.
Yeah, we might still be playing this patch into a year. You don't know. But regardless, Mobius Raven coming out with actually the Akatsuki Adachi. So this could be interesting.
And the thing that I have to point out that his already gone is just able to find a jump in on rights. Now, it was like a dive fist, a dive chop, but still able to find his way in the beginning. But once isn't enough, his rights is still unloading, forcing out the burst and getting Adachi to the front lines.
Oh, I guess you used that JA really well there. Oh, not enough hits done on that counter hit JA to really do anything.
And I get
Right,
the
shouldn't have bad situation with this, I guess.
And I like the patience because it was obvious that he was looking to get her out for Narukami, but didn't do it immediately because he didn't want Narukami to take too much damage. Still got chipped on the way in, but could have been a whole lot worse if that was a shot that Raven wanted.
Instead, Narukami said, I have a ZO2. And brings Aegis in there with him. Oh,
Orgia A.
Aegis. Right, brought this all the way back.
Yeah.
All it took was one Zeodyne. This man Narukami is like, yo, stop shooting those little beams at me. I got one too. Hold this.
A lot of the work done by the Zeo, but still have to give credit to the fact that he waited long enough to get Narukami in a pretty decent situation.
For sure, for sure. He definitely had to play that super carefully. One wrong move on any of that, and he would have maybe even lost Narukami if he had done it too early. Or even lost Aegis in an attempt to get Narukami out.
Yeah.
So, definitely good stuff from him.
Bruh.
Get ready.
Who are these characters over here? Is Darkness embodied?
Darkness embodied.
Yeah, man. Two big burly dudes over there. Reach
Like I
on the
told
other-
you, we about to see the wall.
Came out hitting buttons immediately, just trying to say, this is my house. Got it. Susanoo 6P, I'm never ready for it, all right? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I watch BB Tag 24/7, but always got to put it in my mind. It's just a laser comes out of nowhere.
Dude, yeah, that hit scan assist is really good. It snipes you sometimes. Oh, almost had that. Well, has to hold. Oh, good DB.
Give him the suplex. Was looking for him in the air, can't find anything. Right's able to skirt out of the corner. Yeah, I got to be real careful in the air, though. Thinking about it, but doesn't want to try to challenge Walded there. Doesn't want to get pushed into the wall. Gets a sandwich, doesn't get the best confirmed.
Susanoo is still at full health, but he's gonna drop that confirm. Unfortunately, good burst. Susanoo still at health, though.
Yeah.
Calling in Walt here.
It's kind of risky, but no. Gets another chance to live
sure.
again. I mean, the wall does.
Or
Susanoo,
sandwich.
it's not looking good for Susanoo at all. Might be calling Walden in a second. They're not going to be right now. That's going to be some guaranteed damage tacked on at the end. Line. Let's check with Orgia A, I think that was. Can't really see over the big bodies. Don't have to see too much as they both get swept up on the side. And that's going to be game 2 for Reich.
Yeah, Reich making quick work of that as soon as he... Now, Mobius got off to a really good start there in that set, but Reich just was able to just harass Wald long enough to make him get a bad switch, and just ended up, taking the damage. Getting the damage he needed and, just keep him in the corner.
I'm sitting there thinking about it. Are we saying good isn't not getting rolled? Because that's how I feel about it. Like, it wasn't an amazing start. It wasn't bad, but I kind of feel like that was kind of just a stopgap in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
But my analysis is my analysis. It's not fact of law. Either way, Wald is looking like the linchpin in Raven's plans. Is he's going to keep him there and opt for a Yumi in the backside.
I've actually never seen this team.
Oh, I mean, Yumi's there, so it can't be bad, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the idea of getting re-stood into a command throw, but got to get a hit first, and that's something that Raven hasn't been able to do just yet. Paying so much respect to Reich that he's allowed to run up, think about it, and then go for a sandwich.
Getting hit by all the overheads here.
And the thing that was so crazy about that one is Rice wasn't even expecting that to hit, which is why he landed after Orgy at 8 and ran for it after. He got 5 digits, no meter. Just have to throw that out there real quick.
Yeah.
And now Mobius is tasked with the high ordinance of trying to get in on Aegis, which, I mean, if she's going to come to you, she's doing half the work for you. You get suplexed into the corner, but Yumi, that's her job.
Yumi unfortunately getting clipped there by that fireball.
Yeah.
Good DP again. Mobius, I think, is like 100% on these DPs so far.
That doesn't mean too much. He needs more than that.
Yeah, for sure. But at least he's able to get himself out of the pressure when he needs to.
True, true.
Oh, double overhead.
Rice left his helmet back in Texas. Got out of the corner with that, but can't really do anything with it. Picked him back up with a 2B. Again, nothing really happening. There's a lot of scraps left on the table. Locked in. Yo, let me out of here.
Yo, that's a dead Aegis.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, has to spend 2 extra bars, but now he's in a 2v1 scenario if he can keep Wald healthy.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, the real question is he going to be able to pin Reich down so the res doesn't come out? Might not even need it. Going to get a throw and pick up Yumi.
Solo Wald.
Off the mark with the 4A.
Oh,
and that's
good counter hit JB, though. This might be it. Oh, he drops it. Oh, good push block there from Reich. That's probably... No, he's not close enough to get the double.
Got to get kind of close, trying to play in his face. Backing up.
Oh, baited the 2B. Got back in there with air dash JA.
We've been through a lot of tough battles together. No way we
So after shuffling through 3 teams, none of them seem to be the answer that Mobius needed. Goes down 0-3 to Reich. Pretty good game.
Yeah. Still a good showing, though, for sure. Just wasn't able to get enough interaction wins.
Not any big ones. But like you said, there was some good DPs to break pressure, but I mean, that's all they really are, just DPs to break pressure. And it looks so good when Wald gets one with his back to the wall, gets to suplex somebody in the corner, but like, how much really came from them in the end? Like, there's a couple of good sequences here and there, but like you said, not enough to really amount to anything. Oh, you get to play again?
Yeah, I get to play again.
Get out of here.
I will be back.
And that's going to be Sonaido going to try to stay alive in the second round. Winners round 2. Going to be squared off against Razzo. Can I just... Yeah, I was double checking before I said something reckless. Had to check back in the last Zonebreakers results to make sure that Razzo was indeed second place. And I feel like that's where I saw the walled last time. So I'm gonna have to finish looking through the VOD. I was looking through the VOD a little bit earlier before this, but I might be able to rub something else in Sonaido's face, but might have a little bit more if he falls to the hands of Razzo here. Razzo over there, more specifically with his Carmine and Wald. Plays a handful of characters, as Sonaido does. I didn't see who Sonaido was over there with. Probably Mai, feeling the confidence. Yeah, Yang Mai. I think this is the first time he's played Yang today. Can't remember who he was playing earlier. I know the Mai was there. That was like the centerpiece and everything. And it actually wasn't Yang. See, there was Ori and Mai, but it was also Yumi. Get out of my ear. Gotta catch back up with this. Ooh. Yo, big man Wald coming in with a 5P. 5P that he needs, but yo, weak. Yeah, I'm liking that choice right there. Even with the auto combo, it was looking kind of scary for Carmine. All that life he lost, but you're gonna be able to get a decent amount of it back, depending on how much time Wald can buy, possibly all of it. Gets over the backside, doesn't get the deepest at JA, so can't get the confirm from it. Still not deterred. Challenging air to air. And Razzo has pretty good timing on his jumps. That one not so much as Sonaido was ready for it, but just able to work around the firecrackers. It was looking pretty good for him. Already taking enough life to get the semblance started. Yeah, you gotta save Mai, but it was a trap. Baited in close to get snatched up, shoved into the corner, and that's going to be Yang gone before her song finishes. Nice jump to get away from the command throw. It's a big jump. One jump's not enough. Still going to need a lot more, especially with drops like that. Mike coming in, looking to the bottom side. Razzo ready with some blocks. Ready again, but yo, he's getting chipped so far down to the point where the throw's just going to do it right there. And now this is kind of an interesting situation in my mind. You got Razzo, who has a Carmine, and one that likes to use a lot of his health, so he might put a bit of a clock on himself. Here we go. Using the res just to mitigate some of the life that could be lost, but yeah, can't stop everything that's going to be leaking away from a 2B confirm. Stepping in, taking another throw to Sonaido. See if he can go all the way down with this one. Another drop left on the table. One that might come back to haunt him, as he might not be able to find his way back in. Lunge, blocked and shoved back out. Again, Razzo has to be careful how much he uses. Gets around the 2B with a big JA, super jump JA, and gets the first game. Making sure to get high, clear over any space that Mai could reach and get on the board. That's a good look. So, seen Sonaido in this situation before. One where he's taking an L. Seen it very often. Ha ha ha. I was thinking that he might switch characters, but Yang Mai. So where are you staying with game 2? Not entirely saying that's how he's gonna go down, but trying to see if he can make some magic happen, which is reasonable. Just has to really get Yang started. Like, she did okay in the first game. It wasn't stellar, but it wasn't terrible. See how much more he can get out of her. That's not a good look, though. little bit of an awkward hit with a 2B, and Razzle was ready, so eventually getting a punish on a burst. And when I'm thinking about it, this is something that Sonato really needs to hone in on. She's not even going to get a chance. Mai's going to die on the back lines. Not looking good at all. And if he can somehow close Carmine out before he can get out and get his life back, that'll be really good, but still not the best scenario. Symbolist in the super, and is that the end? Yeah? Before I can even really get myself settled in the game, too, that's going to be Razzo making short work of Sonato. Jeez. And the thing that's crossing my mind is, like, if Sonato switches characters, is there one that does specifically what he needs? Which is really just finding and tagging Carmine when he's low. This is the second game that Razzo has dipped very far down into the life pool and is able to live to tail. And it's easy to do when you're in complete control, but that's something in the forefront. So Sonato has a character that allows him to weave around Carmine that look really good. But the problem is he has Mai. I mean, he hasn't been playing Mai on point. She didn't even get to the front lines, I feel like, going down in the back. But like, if you had another character to partner with Mai that function like that, that might look nice, but it's still not the most promising thing. Razzle just looks really good right now. I know Sonato's thinking about it. He goes with Mayumi. Yumi was able to bail him out of one situation before, looking to see if she can do it again, but she's going to have to do it 3 straight. It's going to be kind of rough. It's going to be super rough.
Stand down, or I shall tear you apart with my claws.
Nah, I think skewering them with my blood spikes will suit them better.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Game 3. Here we go. Trying to go in the front door. Razzle's ready for it. Ready for the burst too. Has all the answers. And Sonato, the DP of his own, just to get a little bit of space. It's the first break that he's had. Looking really good. Wall comes. Puts a stop to all the fun that Sonato was having. And a throw. Throw that doesn't mean too much right now. Sure, it's oh, he's lucky that 2B only allows Wall to grab one character. Jeez. Coast to coast. And the thing that I was trying to get to at this point is Wall's job, I feel, isn't specifically to get the hit, but just buy time for Carmine to recharge the battery. Any hit is just extra credit. You don't want to just get mopped up like so, but I feel like Wall's job has really been done. It'll be nice if he can get out. Don't know if Sonato's going to let that happen. Using the meter, so if he gets a hit, this will really put a dent in Razzle's plans, but can't find it. DP buying a little bit of space. And Razzle's still going for it over the low moves with a JA. Coast to coast again. Ooh, monstrous reset. That means so much. Holding on to a little bit of meter, getting Carmine in, and basically resetting the entire situation that he had earlier, resetting his structure. So this is going to be daunting, to say the least, for Sonato. Looking for the counter, Razzle waits long enough to crack the mirror and shatter any... Oh, my bad. I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that happened. I'm a fraud. Shattered any hopes that Sonato had of staying afloat in the winner's bracket. Razzo, 3-0.
You are completely lacking in strength. A scrawny creature like you is not even worthy to stand on.
All right, so where you at now? Now I want to hear what he got to say. Probably gonna be the same thing as last time, but it's more fun now.
That muscle, it'd just get in the way. But I can take a chunk of yours, though.
He's not gonna be back anytime soon. He's probably gonna walk around for a little bit, shake that one off. Again, Snidle's not out just yet, but gonna have to take a seat. Probably gonna find himself back in the commentary booth a little bit later, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. With All My John, we got more games going on. We have winter semi action. Yui trying to see if they can be the one to claim the bounty on Tectal East side. Now, for the record, there's no like actual bounty. We pointed out that Tectal keeps winning. We're just kind of wondering if anybody can stop Tectal from winning. So, wouldn't be too surprised if somebody put a bounty on his head. You can technically put a bounty on his head if you use the Matcherino code ZBTAG05. We'll get to that in a second. We got games right now. Yui coming in again with Jubei and Batista, Tectal, R.O.B and Yumi. The rune's looking kind of good, but a bit of an awkward hit, so Yui can't find the confirm from it just yet. But just keeping control at the start of this game. Going for the low, Tectal was ready for it. It was a slow low, but not ready for some more cat dives again in a DP just to make sure Tectal doesn't go too far in the air. Yui was looking so good, but there was a 5A lurking around the corner waiting. 5P looked really awkward, but it was falling to a sandwich. Nothing really doing, though. Well, this is a pretty huge opportunity for Yui if they can find a hit. Another DP. Runes again. And a confirm. Okay. But not the drop that you want to see, allowing Tectal to squeak out of the corner, find the 5A. R.O.B getting the backside, just threatening the sandwich was good enough. Jumping around the burst. So many things just panning out in Tectal's favor at this point. And now going to take a good look at Batista, untie her shoes with an empty jump low. Has a lot of meter to use if he wants to, but going to hold on to it for now. Waiting for the burst. Where is it at? Just immediately in the super. Not even going to leave that as a possibility. Having to use 4 meters, but 4 meters is a good investment to make sure the bot is down.
Don't get cocky yet.
Jubei coming in on his lonesome. Level 3 res at the ready, but gonna be kind of rough for him if he doesn't have somebody to tie in the loose ends of his runes, but he's trying, looking for the swap, got gunned in the backside, it wasn't there, and that's gonna be the first. Oh, wait a second, didn't have the meter for it. It's looking all but done for Tech at this point, but there's a little bit of life in Yui. Finds a hit, still has a res too, so if he can get some life back or can bypass one mix-up, could get a 2-for-1 deal and use them both. There's the res. And the super gets away from Yumi. But dives onto a 4P. R.O.B ready to make sure that no cats are going to find their way into the cradles here. That's going to be the first game going to Tectal. And bro, now I'm going to sit here and think about having to juggle Yui and Yumi. Oof. It's kind of rough. You ain't worried about me, though. You worried about Yui. We're looking pretty good, though. Like, it's not like it was a complete blow up or anything. It's just...
Get ready.
It happens sometimes. I feel like that was a game that, for the most part, you can just blankly say that happened sometime. And just like we saw earlier, character Jubei and Batista not really getting the job done, so go with a little more firepower. Let's go to Persona. P4G just got released on Steam. Just show a little representation to him. Chie and Adachi looking for a Herculean lunge and a fall at the start just to set up a sandwich. First one off the mark, but still able to pick up a little bit of damage. Hiding behind a counter, nothing really doing. Tectal trying to see what magic he can work with a cross combo of his own. Over the top side, but didn't expect the first one to hit, so didn't commit to it. Just trading cross combos. Yui going in again, getting behind with a 4P. Not the most damaging cross combo, but still ahead after the 3 exchanges so far. Ooh, breaking the way with a falling JB, something that Tectal finds on the mark quite frequently. Empty jump, nothing really doing, but still trying to get back in, and is able to get it in time just to get confirmed and a swap into Yumi. Burst, getting a little bit of space as Chie trying to make some magic hammer. Doesn't have the meter to really do anything, but she still gets tagged. So not really going to get to worry about the meter. Gonna live to see another exchange. And a counter. Gets away from the ice shards too. She's gonna go for the swap. No, just step in. 4P. 4P as Adachi is now the point man. Puts Ruby on life support. Oh, a little too early. Tectal's got to do as much as he can to really get a hit, but just keep Yumi as healthy as possible, as Ruby has pretty much gotten the life that she's going to get. Double cross combos. And both the point characters on the other side, Yui in a little bit more of a bad situation as she was standing in front of Ruby 4P. The assault holding on, down backing. Still Yui in control. Ooh, that swap came just in time. Just in time to let Chie play. Didn't really have anything going to counter what happens afterward. Good block, but can't really get anything. Too many frames afterwards, too much hits. That was an overhead, yes. Red mark is the overhead. Hard to see behind the Zio, but not hard to see the end of that game. Just matching each other, cross combo to cross combo, chipping away chunk after chunk, and Yui is able to come out on top of the first game. Second game, excuse me.
Get ready.
Caught myself. That was a long one, but yeah, I do remember there was a Jubei and a Batista earlier. They're kind of done. Over here with the real character. That's how you get the W's on the board. Find yourselves tied up one apiece. See what's cooking in game 3. And I will have to point out that all things considered, people have been doing fairly well to not get annihilated by Yui. In the sense of Yui's winning, but we haven't seen anybody just explode from Chie just yet. So some credit to Tectal, but this might be the game that it happens the way things are going. Pretty good cross combo, but the burst, breaking a little bit of momentum. And the thing to keep in mind was the fact that Yui's constantly having to push block, but also using meteors just to get entries in. So it's one thing to say that they're not really getting a chance to look for the power-ups, but not really opting to use that. Using some other tools that Chie doesn't really get cited for very often, but it's not Chie, it's Adachi in there in the front, doing work, putting in a clinic. And was making sure to meet the tech out, leaving Tectal in a sandwich. Kind of a rough sandwich, and he blocked, not blocking long enough. It's kind of hard when the Herculean strike comes in the backside, gets the punish on the burst. Yumi's gone, Ruby's gonna have to come back, and she doesn't really have a lot to work with. Delayed to get around the Zio, hop in the res, but good luck, my friend. Empty jump low that gets met with a block. That's a bit of a start. Yeah, a lot of time has gone off of the res, and nothing's really happening. Adachi diving to the other side. Can't get a sandwich from that, but just burning time. Looking like game 2 is probably going to be going to Yui unless Tectal can make some kind of miracle happen. And this is the start of it. 2-for-1 deal. Better late than ever, but no meter to even cash out on this. Taking a good grip out of both of them. Basically throw gets thrown on the backside. Still doesn't have the meter, so not going to be able to close Chie out, but one more hit could have did it. Adachi coming to save the day. And the important thing is breaking up the setup that could have came afterward. Coming in with a staple of his own, pistol whip to the top 5C is going to be the end of Ruby in game 3. Yui up 2-1, threatening to drop Tectal down to the losers bracket for the first time in quite a long time in the Zonebreakers Online series. Tectal still not switching. Sticking with Ruby Yumi, we go into game 4. And I feel like that was the first time that somebody really got ahead in the race since we've had these characters. Like, again, the Jubei Batista game, that was one where Tectel was able to get a pretty surmountable lead, but game 2 game 2 felt a bit closer, again, trading the CCs back and forth. The last one, kind of big pendulum swings, trying to see if we can get that going here in game 4, and that's how it's looking. Going over to the technical side, though, Metadachi in the air, but can't get the pickup that he really needs to get the full confirm. Back. Big blood. Blasted of the Zeo. And that's so crucial, too, because that took all the wind out of Ruby's sails at that point. Backside didn't matter too much because it's still on block. Good block on the empty jump low, nonetheless. Speaking of solid defense, rock solid from technical, but still can't really get too far away from you. It's kind of hard to get away from a full screen laser. That's the worth of a Adachi. This is the backside though, and a Yumi 4P can't step in far enough to get the 5B and the full confirm. Going back into they're just playing hopscotch with each other, trading spaces. And the DP just to pump the brake, keep Tectel in check. Yui's looking so good. Can't get up into. Oh, I thought she couldn't get in time. I thought wrong. Tectel's looking so good with the Rude. The break that he needed. That's the level 4 res DP. Waited, baited, and that's going to be the 4th game going over to Tectel. Game's going so fast I can't even keep up with who's playing who. Over here fumbling with my words, I know I am. But we're all going to land on our feet as we go into the 5th game. Tied 2 apiece. Things looking kind of crazy out.
Get ready!
All right, here we go. All comes down to one final shot. See who's going to be stepping up to the plate in winners finals. Let's see who's going to have to take the long road in an attempt to make it back up at the end. Yui been doing so well with Chie and Adachi. Last game not really panning out in their favor. They fell to Tectel, Ruby, and Yumi in game 4. Again, this is the last one. The first Gambit going to Tectel. And one in a really good position in time as well. Baited the counter. This is going to be huge. If this doesn't leave Chie dead, which it didn't, leaves in a really bad situation. Got around the burst, but not in the way that he wanted. Left in a prime position to wait for another DP, and you just see Yui falling apart, trying to leverage some kind of a comeback from a DP. Both of them off the mark so far, so there's a lot of ground that needs to be made up. Chie sliding under, getting a 4P. That's the start that Yui needs. Pretty big one, too. Can't get the corner, but gets mid-screen. Couple of Zeos. B-Zeo, no good. Herculean charge. Herculean strike. The lunge punch. Meteors, and yeah, Tectel just falling back, doesn't want to try to slide under, looking for the far meteors, which is a good choice. It's a passive play, something to expect out of Tectel. And the JA was so big, not because of the hit that didn't happen, but the fact that Tectel was able to bring Adachi back down. Can't get the confirm just yet. Ooh, nice. Long range command throw shoved over into the corner, the backside, but doesn't get the confirm from the air dash A. Was looking for the skull cracker, nothing doing. Ooh, and that DP was so important because if that wasn't there, that would have been the end of Ruby. Making sure they jump over Izanami. High meteors, but still the low one. And a 5C. First time we've seen that in quite a long time. The one that Yui needs. staying in front, but the DP from Tectal saving the day for now. JC from deep. So still, this is in the realm of possibility for Yui. Just has to survive, holding on for dear life, popping res, and was swatting with the 5A Tectal with the tricky little air dash back. Created enough distance for the whiff to fade away JB, and that's the hit that he needed to take the set 3-2.
I'm honored by your enthusiasm.
A tight battle.
But I am unused to revealing my craft out in the open. I am a shinobi, after all.
And that's one for the books. That's one for the books. In fact, that's one you're probably gonna have to go back, get the replays straight off the system. So you can take my voice out of it. Get just the clean, pristine footage. That one should go into the Zonebreakers Online Hall of Fame. But since we still with the Breakers, something that's very akin to them is they keep the matches moving. So I don't have to think about it too long. We already in our second winner semis match. Reich coming up again with the Aegis and the Narukami going to be squared off against Razzo. Carmine Wald, I think that's what I saw over there. I blinked, I missed it.
Our opponents
We'll see him in a second.
Think we've got this, Aegis?
No problem. I will use my full power from the start of the match.
Stand down, or I shall tear you apart with my claws.
I would expect no less from Razzo with the success that he's been having with his team so far. Going to be walking the thin line of how much life can he squeeze out of Car9 before he has to tuck him in the backside and let him juice up, get gassed up, and get back in the fray. Playing from long range this time. Ooh, and JP on the top. Right, forcing out a burst. A little bit of a drop there, but still in a pretty promising position. One that's not in Wall's face, not for free. Couple of overheads. JA from ORG in the first one, 5C in the second one. It just runs into more flailing arms. Razzo's been very liberal with those, especially since he got some meter. But again, it's just buying time for the Carmine. Carmine hasn't really been able to do too much so far. Big DP, though, denying the overhead. Into the backside, the 4P. Where's the burst? A little too eager. Immediate burst, saving the day. Just for now, though. Because Narukami got hit a little bit later. And there's some meter. So at the least he's going to put him over the corner? No. Gonna try to end his life. And he got him. Good looks from Razzo. Puts himself in a pretty strong position to close this one out. Just has to get away from Aegis. The low this time. And that's a low that we haven't seen too much out of Righteous. He's really been favoring the orgy of JAs. Trying to see how much he can get before he pops the res. If he could have got away from the DP, that would have been so huge for him. But Carmine DP, one of the strongest ones in this game, saving the day for now. Cross combo in the corner. Just, I dare you. It's a dare that was met with a jumping JB and an escape out of the corner. Got to be real careful with those. And that's the res. That was a nice timing for the res because Razzo wasn't really ready for it. Couldn't go in and put a meaty on it or any kind of mix-up. So that's going to be a decent amount of life coming back. Ooh, didn't know what side he was on. Huge unfortunate job for Reich, but still gets a pickup. Tried to jump away, but the 2V was there from downtown. Doesn't have any meter for this. Taking the reset. Oh, big gamble left unchecked. Just knew that some kind of button or a tech had to be coming, but Reich holding down back was willing to take a throw and just saw the coin land on heads, got the punish on the DP, and got the first game. You know, I don't need to say that. That was close. Came down. Last character, last hit. literally came down to a dice roll. That was one I wouldn't fault Razzo for. Yo, I saw this. Yo, he did Swall. Bringing back the other guy that he had lurking in Zonebreakers 4, the Hakumen. Oh boy. So still going to have a big burly dude in the back with quite a long reach, but instead of looking for command throws, having some more defensive options, more prominent defensive options and some counters. He's going to use them in the front this time. Charging in with the cross combo, just trying to push right over in the corner. He gets the J on the backside, getting Narukami out with the burst. It's a clean burst, so Narukami coming in and putting in work. Long range Zeo car over in the corner, and that's what I was talking about. Getting some DPs in the air as well, just buying a little bit of space and a little bit more time. One of the many worst that Hakumen has. Nice. The raw overhead. I don't think I saw Carmine 2A out there. Was I blink? You're gonna see this big damage? Thought it was big damage at the setup. Make sure not to let Carmine sneak over to the backside again. Ooh. 4G at JA. Probably could just get away with calling it OGA now that I think about it. Ooh, don't need to worry about that though. All the big men. Caught him flinching. Hakumen's doing so much for Razzo. I feel like that was the big first offensive that we've seen out of him with the stagger, but still, you know, Hakumen did so much on the defensive end, just forcing Reich to play at a slower pace or fall victim to a couple of counters. I say this as Carmine is cleaning up the end of it. I'm going to let Hakumen stand in front and claim the glory that he has for the work that he did. Good luck, though. Pretty solid switch, if I do say so. We leaves ourselves one apiece. We're one apiece, right? Okay.
Get ready. Get ready.
Those games are kind of long, so I'm getting a little bit lost. What's up? Yeah. I did say I was going to have a notepad last time, and I actually do have it sitting on my desk, but sitting on the floor right now. I'm stretched out, having a good time. It's not about me. I say that too much, because it's true. About right. Good start in game 3. And he was looking for the burst. It's just a little sad that Carmine's burst is really straight, so it's hard to put a block on there, but Right still not deterred. Getting the late swap into the Medio. Oh, man. Swap didn't mean too much. Over the top, and he was looking for the button. Both of them a little bit flustered for the timing right there for the missed jump in, but after the DP, Razzo still charging forward. Hakumen doing so much. I can't say that enough. Like, I don't know if this is his pride and joy character or anything, but just has all the right answers. Stepping in, stabbing him up, punish the burst too. Came to the dome piece, not letting anybody out of the corner for free. JA doesn't get the second hit of it. So right in a pretty scary situation, and Razzo just spooked him, knew that he was going to go to the top side. Empty jump low, block, a little bit of space with the 2B. Oh, and the range for the C, and a punish. It's the break that Reich needed. High speed mobility, high speed maneuvers. He's waiting to use the... I feel like that was awkward. I feel like Hakumen should have been a little bit close, but I'll worry about that later because we're both in res, and bruh! Cover the entire bottom half of the screen with the 2B. Big reach from the big man as Razzo's able to scrape up the third game, up 2-1. Now, you were jabbing at me because I said I needed to get my notebook, and I left it out of the game. I need to go look at his Hakumen. That's the character that he always creeps up on me somewhere, and I'm not too familiar with him. I'm not making excuses for the fact I'm frauding out right now, but this is a character where I dare say he's a slept-on character, because it's not one that you see all the time, or at least I don't see it all the time. But when you see somebody who's really in tune with the workings of Hakumen, just able to control the middle screen of everything, or just has the timing for when offense is coming, has a good defense, case in point, his character scary. Not the most threatening one in the game, but one that can't be scoffed at. Carmine's time, though. Skirting in, getting big damage from a throw. Damn near 7K before you called Hakumen in the game. Leaving Aegis in not a good place at all. Being forced to call Narukami one more time. It's the first chance that Narukami's really got to do anything in the entire set, but can't really use Aegis too much unless he wants her to go down, case in point, right? Just calling somebody for help at this point. Only has a level 2 res, but he finds the far 5A. Swinging the sword. Holding on to his space. Which at some point in time he's got to get in there and make something happen. Starting in a little bit too close, but Razzle doesn't want to commit too much. Just checking him with the 2As and going back to moving. 2B doesn't get the hit that he needs. Again, trying to see if he can find the landing. Right, is able to find his footing. Has him in a pretty good position in the corner, but can't press too hard. Is he landing in the sandwich? Just barely. But Razzle's not too active. Doesn't pursue it too much. Gets tagged as Rights removes himself from the situation. Then a big falling JA counter hit. Carry over to the corner. Daring to use the line, and he finds the hit and gets a burst out of him. Finds his way in. And that's a big one, too, because there's not going to be another burst. Baits the throw, but can't get in just in time. Second hit. Going for another throw. No good. And I like to change. Ooh, yo, he got kicked in the mouth. Jeez. This is my pride. Rice was trying to bring that back. And the thing that I was trying to get out of my mouth is I liked the idea that he was looking for a different defensive option against the jump in. He had been really favoring 2Bs, not really finding anything. Went to chase after him a little bit earlier with the JA, which Razzle met with the block. Right? Kind of skirted over into the corner. The momentum carried him over there. And just with the heads up, as he was coming down, Razzle kicked him in the jaw. Again, I can't say this enough. I'm saying Razzle, but it was Hakumen. It was the man that paved the way, led the way for those 3 games, taking that set 3-1 and moving him to winners finals to see if he can take yet another stab at Tectum. Another stab because this is starting to get back into our last Zonebreakers where we saw these 2 matched up time and time again. And I believe the winners finals. This was the grand final. Actually, I have this right here. I'm trying to fluff this up. Was this the winners finals of the last one? Yeah, it was. Oh, do what? Maturino? Oh, I can easily do Maturino because I'm pretty sure at some point somebody hit exclamation point Maturino because y'all trying to figure out how can you get involved with these good games, right? So 2 links should be in the chat right now. If not, there should be something on the screen. You have some information there, but follow me. Because you're going to go to Maturino. You're going to log in with your favorite social media. And for BB Tag, you're going to use the code ZBTAG05. And you can create 50 cents to add to the pot. 50 cents that is going to be going to one of these 2 people who are in Winners Final. Now, you can do a little bit more if you want to. We'd be so grateful. You can do some sponsored requests, which is like click some links, follow some people, and it'll generate some more free money to add to the pot. And if you want to be gracious, if you want to be so generous, if you want to be a baller like R.O.B, you can donate your own money to the pot. Either way, I have to thank you for at least coming and giving us your time.
Definitely, for sure.
Hey, he's back.
Yes, I'm back.
You sound a little deflated. What happened?
Just the usual dropping game-winning combos and shit. Nothing new.
Dang!
Didn't realize meter gain on hits. You know, basic shit. It's all good.
Being a second string character dying in the background.
Huh?
Second string character dying in the background, off screen death.
No. Well, yes, in that last game, yes. It's because Chie meteors. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, but we're gonna have Tectal versus Razo. It's gonna be an interesting match for sure.
Get ready. Get ready.
Alrighty.
Tectal still playing Ruby and Yumi. And with the way that last set was, I don't think Razo is inclined to ditch Hakumen at all for the rest of the day.
Yeah, no, his Hakumen is one of the best, if not the best.
Yo, the Hakumen.
Hakumen comes in clutch for him all the time.
Well, you better not bore me.
Gonna have to see how well he fares up against Tectal, because again, this is something that we saw 2 weeks ago. So it's not like they're unfamiliar with each other or anything. But it started looking pretty good for Razo. Already got the burst out of Tectal, so has a little bit of room to work with if he can get in and find another hit, which hasn't happened so far. I got Kai trying to move. Razo, but Tectal finding a sandwich. Not a sandwich that he can really do anything with. Especially with Razo up backing, willing to retreat to the corner, start a cross combo of his own. Tried to get behind Yumi, but the snow globe is a little too big.
Yeah, Yumi's DP is not small. But yeah, Razo trying to find a hit on Ruby. Ruby's just running away, and very good assist call, catching his movement there.
Making good to buy time so he can find the shot that he wants to take. Wedged him in. Goes to the bottom side and gets the burst out of Razo. So that's a good exchange for Tectal. Not the most damaging, but yeah, with the way these two are, with as strong as they are, this is going to come down to resource management and resource extortion.
Yeah, for sure.
Low again, another burst. It's the second one that Razo's having to use on a burst. Second one in recent memories.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a chance to really offer any type of like team pressure this game. And you don't think he's going to, because there goes Carmine.
So it's going to be Hakumen coming in with a level 4 res, but feels rough. Feels really, really rough. Only because he's going to have to try to catch these two characters at some point in time. In a sandwich like this, while it's threatening, one of the bigger threats that Tectal could do when Hakumen commits to one character is just switch to the other character and run. But that's something that we don't have to think too much. As Yumi's finding the hit, using the meter with an aerial rave, but doesn't get the confirm from it, so Razo gets another chance to use the res and finds a hit. This is the start. Not the cleanest of hits.
And that should be a dead Hakumen.
It better be. Ain't trying to see him drop one of those. It better.
God, 6K from a grab.
You do realize Carmine's in that game, right?
Yeah, I know.
You can't say too much about it.
I know. I'm just saying. Anyways, Tectal taking that game one pretty well. Pretty well, I would say. Razo definitely showing some really good potential there. Coming back with a solo Hakumen for a bit, but Tectal is able to close out that game.
Yeah, again, the bigger thing, or one of the big things, like we were talking about earlier, is just who's able to use their res meter offensively, their cross combo meter offensively. And yeah. I wasn't keeping like counts in the beginning. I'm usually okay with keeping the stats, but it stood out very blatantly that I'm pretty sure Tectal was able to use all of his for cross combo scenarios, and Razo was forced to use like at least 2 for burst. And I mean, that's one of the things that'll really swing the tides over to one side.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think Razzo got a single cross combo, like got any offense with cross combo that entire game. So
I gotta be that guy. He got one.
Did he get one? Okay.
Yeah, it was at least one. But the big thing is, just like we saw in the beginning right there, is not the question of how many times he gets offense, but how many times he's forced to burst with it. Like, Tecto's only using half right here, but he's already forced a burst out of Razzo. So since they're gonna both like slow play each other, especially Tecto, which is why we see him in the air so much, like Razzo's got to try to make every full meter count. Like this one right here. Gets it to roll. That's good. This is a little bit of a change of fortune.
Jumps over the DP.
So did you know she had hops? Did you know she had hops like that, man?
No, I did not. Bro, what?
They're just slow playing each other because both of them are loaded, so nobody wants to be the first one to get lit up and having to burst. But going on the offensive over the counter, yeah. And this is another way you can take the resources out of the game. Just lock him out of it by getting the DPs. Gets around the burst as well.
Oh, misses the switch to Ruby there.
Still in a really good
cross
spot.
up JC.
Ooh, but from the top rope to the JA, it's a bit of a start for Razzo. Gonna need a lot more if he gets slapped in the mouth.
Oh, gets the cancel. This is gonna be some big damage. 9.3 for 1 bar.
He's out of the corner too. So it's looking okay, but now, especially with the DP, expecting Tekla to come in the front door, but still staying on the game plan of looking for the DPs, looking for the counters. That's the third one he baited in that game alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, yeah, Tectile just, with these mix-ups, man, he's just so solid. He's so good at baiting bursts and just, like, confirming those hits that he needs. It's ridiculous.
That puts Tectile up
2-0?
2-0?
Yes, 2-0. I would love to see the Merkava coming from Razzo, but has he pulled out Merkava yet today?
Not today.
Not today. He was putting with it in work yesterday in an event that I saw him playing. I would love to see Merkava Hawk come in here.
He's switching characters. There's no way you're taking this kind of time, and you're not going to. So unless he's debating who.
Oh,
what? I mean, she has an M in her name. She has MKA. So Mikava.
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 No, I don't want to see that. You could agree. I mean, that's right.
This is a good team, though, right? Carmine, Mika.
Definitely a good team.
Yeah.
One of the best teams in the game.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
But I'm under the impression that some of the problems that were plaguing Razzo while having Hakumen is still going to happen to Mika, and that's just having to catch Tekla at crucial times. But after taking the first cross combo, getting away from the sandwich, Razzo's keeping things kind of even. He gets all this damage before the burst can come back, so able to equalize it. And a burst just to break up the momentum. That's a good burst right there. It was a burst where he waited for Tectile to cross combo, so he's committing his bar, and then used his own just to break everything before he took any damage. So this is looking really good. Met him in the air with the JAs.
Very good conversion there from the JAs, but that was an interesting clash. Oh, that was really good. That's going to be a lot of damage, and he's going to heal a lot from that too. I think he might have switched to Mika to get more air-to-air like presence.
Possibly.
Versus like Ruby.
It's possible.
Good burst.
Ooh, you reach, I teach. Caught him looking a little too deep for the throw, even though it wasn't the most damaging punish.
He just runs out of there. He found a hole and he just dipped. Oh, very good gunshot though. Oh, that was weird. Oh, gonna lock him out of burst here. That should be Carmine down. No, not because of the proration on the two-way starter.
Bro, the last hit.
Oh, wow. That was something.
Using all the DPs. Go ahead and throw Ruby out there so she can do hers too. Everybody else got the DPs out there. And Razzo might need another one. Using the res to buy a little bit of time. Gets the block just out of the sandwich. Good looks. Around the double overhead. But a late throw tech could seal the deal for Tectal. No, I'm going to need another one. But still leaves him in a really good position. It's Omega missile.
Oh, no. That DP is going to cost him. And Tectal going to take it 3-0 over Razzo in Winners Finals.
I can't believe I actually got to fight a real ninja! Hey, can you show off some of your ninja skills? Oh, can we fight? Please, can we?
I'm just sitting there thinking about it. It's like, man, that's
That's
hard for Razzo. Because
to revealing my craft out in the open.
it's
I am a shinobi after
with Carmine, I feel like he spends a lot of time. He puts himself on a timer. I wanted to say playing against himself, but he like puts himself on a timer with the character, right? I mean, that's the nature of Carmine. But against a person like Tectal, not even the characters, even though the characters really help him out, but against a person like Tectal, who is willing to get a lead, sit on the lead, and take the small victories of constantly forcing people out of burst, that makes Carmine feel really hard to play into.
For sure. It definitely makes it harder.
So that's something that we'll have to take note of if it happens again, but it's a question of if, because we still have some more matches before we get to see Razzo again.
Yep. We get to see Yui versus Willpower. The who did he play earlier? Yang Hart from earlier.
Yeah.
And then versus Yui. So this is going to be a very explosive match.
Adachi's the only character that's not trying to stand in somebody's social distance. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Those are three chicks trying to lay hands on each other. Dare I say Hart is the least damaging character of those three as well?
I mean, Hart knows how to social distance sometimes. And then she gets bored and then dashes in at you.
Get ready.
You know, I wish speed homing was properly in this game. I really
That
would.
would be insane.
That's the point. That is the point.
Speed homing would be too OD in this game. We don't need that.
Show you what I've got.
That's the point.
I'll take
We
this
don't
one,
need
you
that.
take
No.
one.
That's the
Deal?
point.
No.
Can't escape
Is
from
speed homing
crossing
with this in
fate.
this game? Would you play it more?
No.
Anyways, Yui's starting to get off to a really good start here versus Ill Will.
Yeah, Will's lucky that Yui wasn't looking for that 5B that he was throwing for a straight offense, but still able to pick up Yang, catching hard on the burst as well.
Oh, gets a
And a
reset with the
reset.
Zio. That's gonna be some big damage.
Is she done? It's gonna be close.
Get the reset. Oh, hits the 5C.
You can't call it a reset if it's the end of a combo. It's just good.
Man, this man, Yui, tried to end this man with a perfect.
Not going away. Doesn't want to give Yang any room.
Oh.
Can he talk? He tried. He tried so hard. He was like, how can I solve this equation to get out of this problem? But doesn't have the answer. And Will finds a little bit of life with semblance.
That should be it. As long as Yui doesn't drop this combo.
It was looking kind of scary for a sec.
What?
Ooh, there's no.
Why didn't you just sweep super?
Because
Call
gotta
GA
send
cross combo sweep super though.
That's not
Would've
gonna
killed.
work against me, no matter how many times.
gotta send a message.
I guess, but the kill.
Yeah. I mean, it's still there, right? Yui still won the game, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Why are you out here trying to be judge and jury? Why don't you go out there and get... Oh, wait. You can't do that.
What?
Why don't you go out there and do that? Because you can't. You got to sit here with me.
I don't want to play that character.
Wow.
Why would I want to play Adachi?
No, the point is you're out of the tournament.
Anyways.
Gotta explain everything to you.
Yeah. I'm slow, bro. This is going to be some decent damage.
Oh, yeah. Especially since Will's waiting to the end, and I'm okay with that. Like,
good burst.
Letting Yang take the damage and just making sure to break the setup afterwards. Yeah.
Well, that happened.
Uh-huh.
This man Adachi crossed hard up like, oh, I was about to say that would have been disgusting.
Quite literally everything going in Yui's favor at this point. Air dashing back just to keep the sandwich. 4P for the starter. Yeah, sure, why not? This is the first time we've seen power charge today. Woo!
That's gonna be a good. Oh, he misses it. Should it?
I'm just under the impression with the way things have been going this game, it doesn't matter at this point. And I'm not trying to do the whole bias thing, but bruh, there has been some things just not panning out for Will at all. You want to talk about 9 seeing around Adachi and then sticking your hand into a blender of a Zeo, trading air to air or air to ground with B Herculean strike. Just that game was not in the cards for Will. Just go ahead, mop that one up, go to game 3.
Get ready.
Oh, that's already game 3?
Yeah, it's game 3.
What?
Yeah. Blink and you miss it.
All right. Game 3. I thought we were still on game 2. Wait, that I just realized that I made no sense. Anyways,
I was gonna just let you cook yourself.
Yeah,
that's why it's not about you. It's about Will finally getting a bit of a start. Wasn't ready for Adachi to take the hit, tech in, go to the noggin with a pistol whip 5A. Get the block just in time, but GA 4P.
Oh, good bait on the burst.
He just knew that it was coming for as long as Yui was hanging up there too.
And there's a dead heart.
I'll take you down.
One that can love no more. Ooh, okay, coming down with the JA. Here we are in Semblance again.
Oh, she's not in Semblance yet.
Oh, my bad. Red. It looks the same. I know it's the same animation. As soon as I see Yang punch something, punch her fist, I know she's ready to go. It's always Semblance in my mind. Case in point.
He can just grab that.
He don't want to. He don't want to.
You can just grab that.
He don't want to. Like, why? Sure, you save Adachi, but again, sending a message. Who said that in the chat? I think it was Tempest who said that yesterday. Whenever Yang activates Semblance, there's always a button behind it.
Not all the time.
Hey.
Like 98% of the time.
That's all the time. Because you know what's happening in the last 2%? It was actually a button that just got stuffed by a meaty.
Looks like I get to have a little fun.
Look, as 3 games over to Yui. 3 quick games. Games so fast that I don't even know where he's at.
I have no idea where I'm at right now. I'm trying to multitask.
You're in losers final.
We are in losers finals.
Trying to see if Yui can keep this train rocking and rolling, barreling down the tracks on a trip up the Grand, but having to go through a blockade of Razzo.
However, though, all three of these people in losers finals, win or lose here, you're getting paid. So
How are they getting
congratulations.
paid?
They're getting paid through Matcherino, which is one of the ways that we are funding this tournament. So it's a free to enter tournament. And then you get to win free money. Who would have thought? Matcherino, you can pull up the links here in the chat. Go to those, sign up with your favorite social media. It's Twitter, Discord, Facebook, Twitch, Mixer, whatever you want. Go in there. You can type in these two codes, ZB Grand Blue Versus for the Grand Blue tournament we had earlier, or ZB Tag 05 for the BB Tag 1. You can put 50 cents in the pot for free. You can donate if you want, or you can click on some of those sponsor quests, throw some more free money in the pot too. So those are all the options we got for that. And we're actually up to $70 already in that pot. So definitely a decent pot for a 11-man bracket. So
Oh yeah.
for sure. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. Thank you for everyone watching, donating, everything. It's really great to see everyone here supporting us, man. We're just trying to do our best what we can for BB Tag, man.
Yo, look who's back.
Oh, this man, Coach?
No, I'm talking about the Hakumen.
Oh, Hawkman. My bad. I was looking at chat.
Get out of the chat. There's a match going on. One of them.
Coach
people.
Hawkman. Hear that, Coach? He's playing Hawkman now. Oh, very good bait on the air DP with the B Herculean.
So
That's a dead Hawkman.
Yeah. 2 + 2 is 4. And 4 meters, everything that we need to get him out of here. Judging to buy a little bit of time and burn a little bit of time off the cross combo clock, but not enough to take the 0 away. He's on a bit of a pump
good
fake.
jump.
And you want to talk about a good jump? There was another one there.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Yui takes game 1 super quickly.
You were so close. Too bad.
This is everything you wanted out of Chie, right? Chie Adachi. Want to see what the record time for a match is going to be?
Yui on a speed run it through this losers finals already up a game, trying to get the world record. Chie %.
What do you put here? Because that's what Razo's thinking. What do you put here? Not Hakumen. Hakumen feels too slow. Maybe Mika again? Oh, okay.
We're bringing out the big guns. I wanted to see this.
Get ready. Get ready.
The real question is, how many overheads can we count with Merkava?
Hopefully all of them, for actually paying attention. That doesn't seem like too tall of a task. It's just, are you ready to count overheads?
Sure.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
I think this is the first time we've seen Merkava this whole tournament.
It is. And I do have to point out that Yui has a plan against this, starting Adachi this time. Because they've been starting Chie throughout the entire day with this team, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they're definitely starting Adachi here.
Well, that happened.
Bruh.
Yeah?
That was the freest 10K I've ever seen.
Not only because of the damage, but for the timing of the cross combo, had all the time in the world to see the DP. So Yui's not in a good position at all, getting thrown back into the corner. Hanging on for a bit, though.
Tries to hit the 5 seed, but Razo was ready for it, not getting hit by it this time.
You know, that's one of the few times that you have to say, I feel sorry for Chie. Because she sees the character, I can't remember which one.
She did?
Yeah. And this comes from the fact that the Zio hit, but Chie can't air block.
Yep. That's the one downside to playing this team with Adachi. You can't air unblockable. It's the only downside that I can think of.
This one
other
that
than having to play Adachi and Chie. But that's up to your discretion. If you like those characters, play them. It's a really good team. And it's putting in work to get Yui to this point. But Razo bringing back at the tried and true Merkava Hakumen and making very quick work of that game versus Yui. That combo is so hype. Like, not even gonna lie.
Command throw the super. You're losing your mind.
Hey, man. Command throw at a charged super.
And you're losing your mind.
That's pretty hype.
That's what the character does.
Yeah. Pretty hype. Hakumen's cool.
So, based off of what you just said, right? If that was a Merkava and a Chie, you would be just with that. It's the same thing. Command throw the super.
It's less cool though.
Why? It's the same thing. Command throw the super.
It's not as cool. Chie just like powers up her.
It's a super. It's a charged super. Think of that.
You.
Charged super. See,
it's not as cool though. Hakumen's just cooler.
You have a double standard.
Hey,
people like you were part of the problem.
I learned from the best. I learned that from this man Las Banditas. Anything Chie does is not as cool as if anybody else does it.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Man, that's why y'all watching Game 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Anyway, Chie has been putting in work for Yui though.
Yeah. Counter looking really important right now, denying the overhead at the start of the game. And eventually leading to Razzle having the burst. Nah. Just go ahead, take his pictures with the DPs. Doesn't want anything to do with the BZOs. But still undeterred as Yui.
A little slow on that 5B there to be able to not be able to create the void for it, but gets the double glide.
And the thing that I find really odd about that is that was a counter hit, so was that 2A?
Yeah. 7K.
Oh,
that punishes, and she gets the conversion from the DP.
Not a full one, but one nonetheless at this point. Damage has really been done, gliding again, and that's going to be Chie taking a seat on the bench. Adachi left by himself with level 3 res and a prayer. Can't even get out of the corner. His big bat is lurking in his face, gliding in one more time. When he stays on the front, pretty sure that tripped Razzle up. Still with a burst, not too deterred. Slides in.
Good bait on that DP. Probably try to bait the push spot.
It's possible.
Very possible.
Either way, Razzle is ready for it.
For sure.
That puts us 2-1.
2-1. Razzle's up. Putting in mad work with this team right now.
That just seems to be the name of Razzle's game. First game doesn't really go out too well. Then what character can I pull to save the day? Earlier it was Hakumen. This time it was Merkava. And is Yui trying to take a page out of Razzle's playbook? Taking a second to think about the characters.
Maybe. We might see like a switch, but we do. We see the Batista Jubei come back.
I don't think we've seen this team win today. If I remember correctly.
I think we saw it win the first game. I don't remember. I don't think we saw it win in tournament.
How about we do a little sparring? I shall cut through any
no, we haven't seen this team win today, if I remember correctly. Because the very first game was against Blue, and I think even Blue beat it.
I don't remember 100%.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I was like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, but here we are now. Game 3, the losers finals. Yui betting it all on Jubei Batista. Jubei looking okay right now. Ooh.
So win or lose here. I mean, regardless, this is going to be the team that Yui has to play for the rest of the set. If he wins this, if he loses, he's SOL. And out of the tournament. Betting this all on Jubei Batista. Oh, good air to air, but unfortunately not being able to pick up the combo.
Just hit the top side of Merkava, and that's a pretty tall thing.
That was a really good sandwich. Force the burst, and this is going to be a lot of damage on Batista too. Corner to corner, gets the knockdown.
So the big question, what's the mix looking like?
Oh, but since the DP able to avoid it,
it's so huge. Because yeah, that would have been the end of it right there, but it's a bit of a fortune reversal for Yui just for a second. As Jube is looking like he could go down, holding on for dear life, gets around the DP, but nothing doing. The second counter still off the mark. Third counter, no doing. Really, he's just biding time, but eventually a stab comes and finds the mark, and Batista on her own. To the backside.
Batista can definitely do this, but it's gonna cause you're gonna need to play very patient here.
Yes, it might take more time than it's even allotted, but it doesn't matter too much as there's a big 5A denying entry. Doesn't get the full confirm, but every hit counts at this point. Dressing to buy a little bit of
getting the back hit of the super as he tries to punish it.
That's the Yui special right there. It doesn't matter who it is, Adachi or Batista, big beams.
Oh, resets him after the JB.
Good block.
Is that it though? Needs to be able to end this. And there it is. Razzo taking it 3-1 over Yui and advancing to grand finals to get his run back versus Tectal. Good showing from Yui though, putting in a lot of work today.
So here's something to think about as we're going into grands, all right?
What's up?
Tectal and Razzo have played 9 games against each other so far, all right?
Right.
You know what the record is?
What's up?
It's 8-1 Tectal.
Ooh.
And Razzo is once again being tasked with the job of not only beating Tectal, but having to beat him in 2 sets. Again, it's not out of the realm of possibility because it's not 9-0. It's 8-1. But Razzo is going to have to do 6 times better than the first time they've met.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a challenge, but Razzo is definitely more than capable of doing that.
I mean, clearly he's still in the tournament. It's more than some people can say. So 9-0. Hey. So it's time for everybody's favorite game. Where's Tectal? You should have like some kind of mini game that you throw on screen, literally just to wait for Tectal. It's only Tectal.
Oh my gosh!
You can do oh man, I got this. You can do like where's Tectal, and it's like where's Waldo, but you just have Tectal in the middle of a major crowd or something like that.
They're just like have like a collage of like pop-off videos and just have like the pop-off video of him from Climax of the Night just sitting in there somewhere. You gotta find which one Tectal. Gotta find which one it is.
First person to how would you do it? I guess you take like a screenshot and circle him or something like that. First one to put it in the Discord gets a prize.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could do that.
This man Tectal taking way too long.
Now, I'm over here talking about it. Ain't that your job to get him?
Umbi's already called him twice. I think, okay, my bad, once. But still.
And we always got problems. All right, so since we got a bit of a break, no, I'm not plugging the match, Reno. We've done that enough. Go take a break, y'all. leave the stream on. This is ye old. Go get some popcorn. Go to the bathroom or something. Just make sure you can hear the scream. I'll scream when it's time. Oh, all right. Tectel's back. Never mind. Break's over. Came in and mashed ready.
A wild Tectel has appeared.
This dude acted like he was eager, ready, and raring to go. Well, we've all just been sitting here tapping our feet, looking at our watches like, yo, man's about 10 minutes late to the party.
This man always late.
But like I've been saying today, better late than never. Could you imagine if we had a Zonebreakers without Tectel?
We would finish on time.
Wow. But, you know, there are some TOs that don't even know what time the tournament starts, so it doesn't really matter too much.
That's fair. We should be gearing up here in just a second. Just waiting on Raza to ready up here.
So they're thinking long and hard. Do I really want to go in with this Naruto?
I would assume yes.
Get ready.
First time we've seen Shirogane Sama. I butchered that so hard. First time we've seen, I know. First time we've seen Naruto today, but that's not the first time that Razzle's tried Naruto against Tectel.
You want to know what this team does have, though?
What's that?
This team has command grab super.
Okay. But we've already established that's only cool if Hakumen does it.
But it's hype because it's instant kill.
So is Chie's.
Nah, this is cooler because she shoots a gun.
Now, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that one.
She's got that like old style detective pistol from like the 50s.
The Walter PDK, I think it is, if I remember it right.
I believe it's a Walter.
The thing is, like, we talk about this, but Razzle's got to get in there and do that. And again, what I was trying to allude to earlier is the last time he tried this, there was no success whatsoever with Naruto. So it's not the easiest thing to just enforce on somebody like Tectel. Got hit on the top side with the JN, wedged into another cross combo.
Yeah, Merkava's bleeding right now.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
And Naruto's going to be looking the same in quite a few seconds. As she comes in off of a burst, so she's not going to have anybody to go into for a second.
My legs.
Got caught trying to move with a gunshot. Now both of them looking the same. Not good.
That was really good. Super jump 2360 into air dash for pressure. It's going to be really big here, though. Oh
man, that was almost so hype, even though there was no meter. The trap's out, so there's a little bit of wiggle room for Razzle to work with.
Oh, well, we finally got Deathmark on deck.
Wasn't that the other one? Yeah, that was the other one.
No, he was in Resonance.
Yeah.
And he was in cross combo, so he got the mark.
And guess what? Merkava's in there clocking in 9 to 5. Oh, wait. Had all the time to see it, too, so this is going to be a big punish.
We get another death mark on both characters now. Oh, and now it goes down, unfortunately, so we won't see the death mark this game. No instant kill for Razzo. Oh! It's a very scary situation, and base the DP, and Tectel takes game 1.
I have a feeling that with all the games that they've played, the now 10 games, Tectel had all the information that he needed to know that DP was coming. Like, not even really a bait, just has a good idea that Razzo will fall back on a DP in a situation like that, like a real tense situation. So,
I don't blame him sometimes, though.
That's what the thing is for, right? You know, sometimes some people try to stick their hand in there because they think that invincibility is not a thing in this game. So, got to keep them in check. Well, with that being said, that wasn't like the real defining thing of the entire game. It's just one of the highlights of it.
Yeah.
And Razzle's taking a second to think again. Yeah, I just really don't like the idea of Naruto.
We might see the Merkava Hakumen come back. I feel like if he's going to do it, that's his best bet.
Whatever he does, it's just not the Naoto. Was that S?
Yumi?
Oh, Seth. Okay. He did play Seth Yumi. He did play Seth Yumi.
I don't remember him playing this game.
Played it last time. In 4.
Oh, okay.
Because
see, that was 2 weeks ago. I already forgot what happened 2 weeks ago.
You probably forgot what you did this morning.
Yes, I did. I woke up very early.
You probably also forgot what you did 2 hours ago.
Vaguely.
It took some L's. Kind of like the L that Razzo's taking with that DP right there. I'm taking all the shots I can at you, man.
It's okay. It's nothing new.
Woo! And for all the times that Tectal had jumped in that scenario just to win somebody in place and went with the JA, the low looked so good there. Gets a sandwich. No, sandwich gets denied by the counter. On the backside, JB, falling JB, one of Tectal's signature moves with a 5P tucked in behind it.
Yep, caught that burst and was able to get control back. And we're going to see a setup. Safe jump. Oh, good. Air dash JB. And we're going to go straight into the super. That just straight up killed.
Yeah.
Tectal looking really good right now. This Seth Yumi hasn't really gotten a chance to really play.
Yeah.
Seth finally getting a meaningful hit in.
Couple of orbs. Gets the DP against the throw, which doesn't amount to too much as Yumi.
I think it's clipped by 5A.
Yeah. See, this is a really dangerous situation for Razzo. 1 being down, 2-0, that's the obvious thing. But it's a scenario where you switch to a team of fairly powerful team, but you don't really get to do anything with it. So you're left with this question of, do I try this again and try to actually get something started, or do I switch again?
Right.
This is a real damning position for Razzo to be in.
Yeah, because regardless, whatever Razzo chooses here is what he's locked into for the rest of this set. Now, if he wins, he has a little breathing room to, he has a little bit more leeway to change up stuff there. But no, he's just going to stick with the Seth Yumi. Doesn't have faith in Merkava Hakumen by chance?
Possible.
Probably versus R.O.B. I can see it. I can see it being troublesome.
Yeah, see, I'm just thinking about this now because it's like we don't really know how well this team worked because he just got like dispatched, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is it actually good enough?
Maybe we'll see.
It's
Snow and black shadows.
it's a rough call. And it's a call that Razzo has to stick with right here.
Razzo needs to win 3 straight games with this team.
He's got to win a game. Let's start there. Let's not worry about 3. Let's talk about 1.
That's fair. Oh, unfortunately. Baits the DP. This is not a good start for Razzo at all.
And if you think about it, that's something that you've been saying quite a few times as these two squared off against each other, so it's not good.
Steals the corner with R.O.B 5P into the JC.
Got the punish on the burst as well. Turnaround JA, still getting to maintain pressure. And the DP is pumping the brakes for now, but it's only a DP. That's the only say that Razzo's had in this so far. Seth getting clipped on the way in by a 5B.
Razzo super bleeding right now, and Tectal closes out that first Yumi.
What did he do? Say it! He baited another DP.
He did. And Tectal makes quick work again of Razzo and takes it 3-0 to win yet another Zonebreakers Online for BB Tag.
I can't believe I actually got to fight a real ninja! Hey, can you show off some of your ninja skills? Oh, can we fight?
I feel like I said the same thing last time, where I'm just sitting here at the end, trying to formulate in my head what could Razzo do, and I don't think it's characters. I just think it's playstyles.
Right.
I mean, I think Tectal's characters help him with how he plays, and the fact that he's overall patient. Like, again, he's one to really switch the tempo at will, but at the end of the day, he favors being patient. And when he gets to do stuff like stall out in the air, like really milk baits and coax people into DPing time and time again, that's where he gets to shine. And so, I mean, maybe you could pick a character with a higher reaching DP for stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's just hard to avoid those scenarios against him.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I got to say about it. What are the closing words, man?
Not much. Just I appreciate everybody who continues to come and support this series through either just watching it, donating, or even entering and just playing the game. Really means a lot to me personally, and to everyone that's putting in the work to try and put this event on. So I just appreciate you guys. I hope we can continue to do this, and that eventually when we go back to offline, that we can continue to do this as well. So.
Offline?
Yeah, sometime whenever that happens. So I appreciate everybody. I think that's gonna do it for the stream today. So we will definitely be back again in 2 weeks. Just check out the Twitter for an announcement on that, and to see what's going on with that. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys next time.